live 2-day event coming up on June 21st and June 22nd. One of the things I'm going to teach you is how to beat the casinos every single day so you don't ever have to lose again. That's right, guys. I'm the only gambler in the entire world who has the balls or the courage to say that on video for the entire world to see. Why? Because I can back it up. Documentation beats conversation, and my track record of success proves it. You're going to invest to come to this event, you can easily make that back. You can easily make thousands of dollars gambling at the casinos in the city that we're going to be at during this event, because part of this event, you will have time to go gambling at the casinos. This event is $1,000. Please pay very close attention to this. This event is $1,000. It will be the last event that I ever do where the price is only $1,000. My next mastermind event, which is coming up after June, you'll be made aware of that after the June event takes place. But that event will not be $1,000. I promise you it will be more. Why?
Hey everyone, hope everyone's having a great day, and we're back again with the multi-part series of the numerous people that has gotten scammed by Christopher Mitchell, YouTube scammer Christopher Mitchell, over the past 2.5 years. And in this video, again, we're targeting Christopher Mitchell's newest audience of followers, believers, and possible customers to help them avoid being scammed by this piece of shit. And in this upcoming video, this guy bought his strategy back 2 years ago for $750, and you'll hear his story. And then we'll follow into a couple people that got paid for his one-on-one coaching. Without further ado, let's watch this video. And we're back again with another customer of Christopher Mitchell that's speaking out against him.
What's up, dudes? Today I'm going to be making a video theorizing and going over my experience with Christopher Mitchell and his baccarat winning strategy. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. A little bit about me. I'm 21. I got out of the military back in December. I decided not to re-enlist. I got out with about $30,000 in savings. And I wanted to go and be a professional gambler for a living, which is what I do now. I play baccarat for a living. And today I wanted to talk about Christopher Mitchell and his baccarat winning strategy, and stipulations I have on it and if it works or not. So that being said, back in November of last year, my parents bought the strategy for me because I was out on deployment and wasn't able to get on my phone, and I didn't have internet access or anything like that. So I sent them the money, they bought it for me, and then sent me the strategy while I was on deployment, and I studied it day in and day out. That way, you know, when January came and I was out of the, or not January, December came, I was flown off a deployment and back home. I basically knew that strategy like the back of my hand. Like I knew it, I pretty much had everything memorized, like word for word memorized. Now that being said, I had $30,000 in savings, and I decided to put $15,000 as my initial bankroll, and that was going to be what I was going to play with. And that basically, if I ran out of that $15,000 and I still had my other $15,000, I wasn't going to like play anymore for a living. I was going to go get a job like a normal person. So this is what happened. So I get out, spent some time with family, and I immediately went to the casino probably like 1 week after I had gotten home. The first day I profited about $1,300 within 30 minutes. And yeah, so it worked for about 3 days. On the fourth day, I lost about $2,000. So the first 3 days, total profit, I'd probably made about $5,000. The fourth day, I had lost a good chunk of change. I think it was probably around like $2,000, maybe, I think. So really, in the first week, and then I didn't play the rest of the week. I took a break. So the first week I made about $3,000, which is great. That's phenomenal money. The next week I went and played. The first day, I think I only made maybe like $200. The next day, same thing, $200 or $300. And then the next day I made like $3,000. And then Thursday of the next week, of that week, I think I lost about $5,000 in one day doing his strategy.
And that's what happens when idiots use the martingale system. They'll win a little bit and then all of a sudden lose a lot.
Is the strategy worth $750? No, because his strategy, that $750, you can go look up how to martingale your bets online. It's so easy. So that being said, does it work? Yes and no. Is it worth $750? Absolutely not. Because here's the thing. You can go and you can make $1,000 a day for 3 months straight, for 6 months straight, for a year straight. But the times that it doesn't work and that method doesn't work because the other side of what you're not betting on is going on like a 6, 7, 10, 15 streak and you're not betting on it, you're going to lose a lot of your bankroll. You're probably going to lose that day I lost $5,000. And whenever I had a $15,000 bankroll, that's a third of my bankroll, which is a lot to lose in one day. That's a lot. Think about poker players, man. Poker players, some of them have $10 million bankrolls, and for them to lose a third of it in a day, that's a problem. That's a professional gambler should not go through a third of their bankroll a day. That's not okay. That's not right. Okay. Now, I wanted to discuss a little bit about some of his players that he's done interview, like meetups, the $2,500 meetups, shadowings a day. I wanted to talk a little bit about them. So I don't want someone who's going to charge me $2,500 for me to go and watch him just martingale his bets, because that's what he does. All he does is martingale his bets. That leads me to the other topic. He says all he does is martingale his bets. Now, in his strategy, which he also released a video on, he says, you go and you put a bet down, okay? You hit that bet, you go to a different table. But there's a video talking about him going on a 21-player streak at a table and him winning $25,000. At what point in his strategy, if he follows his strategy every single time, and in that video he's saying about, oh, I won $25,000 using my baccarat winning strategy. In his baccarat winning strategy, it says once you hit your bet, you go to a different table. So if he hit a 21-player streak on one table, that he broke his own rule. So what, he's breaking his own rule. Like he's talking about winning all this money, but he's not using his own rules. But yet he's selling that rule and saying that I use these rules. And the thing what pissed me off the most, which made me so angry at this man, was that I commented that on one of his new posts. If you don't realize about Christopher Mitchell, he replies to pretty much all the comments, all of them. Like every time I've left a comment on there, he's replied back within the same day. So I go and I put on his video of his baccarat winning strategy, where he actually releases it to the public for free. I put on there, I said, in your strategy it says once you hit a bet you go to a different table, but why would you go on a 21-player streak if every bet that you hit you're supposed to move to a different table? And he replied to the comment before me and he replied to the comment after me, but he didn't reply to mine, which pissed me off. Like, that shit made me so fucking irritated.
That's because your comments are probably hidden from his channel. That's how YouTube works. You can hide people from your channel. That means you can see your comments still, but nobody else can. That's what scammers do. That's what Christopher Mitchell does. He has over hundreds of dislikes on his videos now, and not one single negative comment. Doesn't that raise a red flag to idiots?
So, and also I wanted to say that in my Facebook group is 2 people that he's done the meetup things with. I'm not going to reveal their names, but there's two 2 people in there have been in Christopher Mitchell's videos, and they're in my not my Facebook group, but the Facebook group that I'm associated with. But the dude is a salesman, okay? The dude's a salesman. The dude's going to sell you a strategy that you can go find online, all right? And simple as that. And his sales tactic is targeting 99% of the population, the people who don't have a lot of money, saying, hey, if you buy my strategy for $750, you can go and make $1,000 a day and be financially secure. He's targeting the poor people, the people that don't have a lot of money, because the people that don't have a lot of money are gonna pay that $750, because if they think that if they pay that $750, they're gonna make $1,000 a day.
Because that's what scammers like Christopher Mitchell do. They are the Pied Pipers, feeding off the retard sons of bitches, lonely, pathetic souls off YouTube that have no friends in their life, and they wait for them to come on and make a video or their live stream or whatever the case may be. They think they're going to get rich quick by a retard sons of bitch, gay porn, midget, bald scammer like Christopher Mitchell. Well, we all know that's not going to happen.
If I buy your strategy, I shouldn't have to pay you $2,500 to come in and play with you and be side by side and match you bet for bet. Christopher Mitchell, I think, is at a point where he's so exposed with his pants around his ankles that I don't feel bad for him. But at the same time, you know, that dude kind of got himself into where he is, because you know what, you can only screw people over for so long and sell them some bullshit for so long, where people are going to get pissed off and they're going to catch on to it, and they're going to start exposing. Like, that's just how life works. I want this video to get out there, man, because you know what, I bought his strategy, and there's so many victims I see that watch his videos that think he's like this baccarat god and they're going to make all this money, and it's not.
Oh, don't worry. This video and many others just like this, as more victims continue to come forward and speak out against Christopher Mitchell's scams, how he ripped them off, how his strategies lost him all kinds of money. All right. So hopefully this story and many others like this will raise awareness. All the victims band together and file a class action lawsuit against that scumbag. And if not, you guys can go to take him to small claims court, all right, for what he's done. If you need help, you guys can email me, and I'll exactly fill you in on what you guys need to do, all right? And that was one of many customers that got scammed out of $750 from the bullshit $750 baccarat strategy and blackjack strategies that he was selling back in late 2019 and early 2020. Now we're looking at Gary and Lucy, who paid back in June of 2020. They paid the $1,000 for the one-on-one coaching, and we're going to tell you exactly what happened since Christopher Mitchell's channel got terminated for being scams, deceptive practices, and fraud. All right. So what happened was, during the 4 or 5 hours, Gary lost his entire $5,000 bankroll. Christopher lost his entire bankroll that day. And Lucy lost $15,000 and was left by Christopher Mitchell to play by herself, because Christopher Mitchell went home. As you can see here, our witnesses saw Lucy playing alone and got her side of the story. But not only did that happen, not only did Christopher Mitchell go home, but he made a video afterwards, as you'll see here, which he quickly deleted, lying about how they won. However, in this video, or the screenshot, you could see in the upcoming pic that he had a huge black eye, which speculation says Gary punched him in the face, because there was no testimonials from these people. It was only my witness friend went up to Lucy, and she only told what she did, what happened, that they lost everything, that she lost $15,000, and everyone lost their bankrolls, and Christopher went home. But speculation says that Gary punched Christopher Mitchell in the face with this huge black eye. And that's just one of many stories, again, because we're going to keep on going in this series so that people do not, upcoming his viewers do not fall for his bullshit mastermind scams, his strategies, whatever the case may be, or his $99 a month. All right, so they stay away. So with that said, subscribe. Please hit the like button to show your support, because again, this is not a monetized channel. We're not making any money doing this. But again, hit the like button. We'll move it up the algorithm so more people can see the video so they do not get scammed. All right, so again, hope you enjoyed the video. Have a great night. Stay tuned for part 4.